Hi, I'm Denise Dador, and Pacific Magazine is here at the historic San Francisco Presidio, the site of the annual 91st Drill Team JROTC competition. These dedicated high school students have been practicing hundreds of hours for this very special day. As you can see, there's a large crowd around me, and many of them are Filipino. In fact, Filipinos have been dominating the ROTC scene for almost a decade. We had a chance to talk to some of these Filipino students about why they joined ROTC. This is the way some high school teenagers spend their afternoons. They march, review drill, and salute their commanding officers. At first glance, with their sharply creased uniforms and weapons, you might think this was the real army. A closer look reveals that these are young high school kids. And an even closer look shows that a large number of them are Filipinos. Over 70% of the students enrolled in JROTC in the Bay Area are Filipinos. Beside their normal curriculum, these students learn first aid, map reading, oral communication skills, sharpshooting, and routine military drills. It's a lot of hard work, but does it pay off? And why do so many Filipinos join every year?
Because I liked the program, it taught me a lot. I was learning leadership. I was getting in uniform, every so often, which I just like getting in the uniform. And it's mainly the camaraderie that develops in the ROTC program. You meet all these people, you get to know them, and you stay with them. I mean, it's not like that in anywhere else in the school because you have to work with these people, and in order to work with them, you have to get along with them.
I just joined because I wanted to. I want to be with an environment with lots of Filipinos.
Critics of the program say it promotes militarism through its weapons training and marching drills, and that it strongly influences its members to choose a military career. Advocates of JROTC say it gives students crucial life training in leadership and communication skills.
The main thing they get out of this program is how to lead and manage other people. The intention of the program is not to recruit people into the military, either the active duty or the reserves, though there are some benefits in that respect. They could go in at a slightly higher pay grade or in some cases skip some portions of the senior division ROTC, the college level ROTC. But the vast majority of students carry out of this program an ability to supervise other people, an ability to get in front of groups of people and speak with confidence, to instruct. And the feedback we get from people who have come back, alumni of the program, is that this has put them way ahead of other students.
In some cases, the influences of JROTC has led some into military careers. One 1983 graduate has gone on to serve in the U.S. Army.
I think there's a certain mentality associated with the Filipinos, I guess. Some patriotism or wanting to serve the country, doing a public good. And I guess Filipinos are attracted to that. I know I am.
How has ROTC affected your life?
Great deal, I would say. Again, just boosting up my confidence. Okay. But also learning values. Values is what's so important nowadays. When you meet people and you interact with people, it seems like there are no values there, But in the Army and just serving in ROTC, you learn those values because those values are ingrained on you. Duty, honor, country. Those are values that you don't normally get outside the civilian world. At least I think so.
But how does a military institution fit into a high school setting?
I've been a school administrator since the late 60s. There were some years in which anti-war, and I basically am anti-war. I don't think it's a way of solving problems. It causes more problems. But the popular movements which were antagonistic to the military had some negatives that came out onto ROTC, but it didn't really stick that ROTC kids don't go to war. I don't see negatives per se, no.
The annual 91st Division Drill Team Competition. The name comes from the Army's 91st Infantry Division, who sponsors the event every year. Here at the Presidio, cadets are vying for the top spot in 3 major categories: drill platoon, boys drill team, and girls drill team. 8 high schools, including Washington, Lincoln, McAteer, and Wilson, are competing for the gold. But year after year, the prize gold medal and #1 spot has been passed back and forth between 2 schools, Balboa High School and Lowell High School. The rivalry between these 2 teams is deep and goes back a long way. We got a chance to talk to these 2 teams and see what it took to get ready for this day. The goal is the coveted overall trophy, which is in Lowell's possession this year. This can only be achieved by scoring the highest number of points overall in all categories, including girls drill team. Here at Balboa High School, JROTC students are gearing up for the 91st competition. Drill team members here say the school to beat is still Lowell High. And are you commander of the drill team?
Yes, I am.
How have you been preparing for 91st?
How?
Yeah.
By hard work and taking up mostly all their weekends, and we practice practically three times a day. And we're hoping it pays off 91st. A lot of people, when they get to RO, they don't like people telling them what to do, you know, and it's usually, yeah, they're not used to it. So I guess, well, maybe it comes from home too, you know, because like if your parents, you know, you really respect them and you can't say anything. So when you enter RO, it tends to, it's like it's your home. When it comes to drill team, a lot of people think we're prejudiced because there's not that much race. It's just mainly Filipinos on here. And they all tell, you know, they always say that we're race, you know, it's like we're just only accepting, you know, Filipino, and it doesn't go that way.
Who's your worst competition this year? Is it always between you and Lowell?
Yeah.
Always. Only a day before the competition, the Lowell girls drill team feels equally excited. How do you feel about going into 91st?
Well, since I'm a rookie, I'm really kind of nervous, but we practice long and hard, and I know we're going to take it.
Do you worry about making mistakes?
No, we practice too long to make mistakes now.
Is it all worth all this practice?
Yes, definitely. It's worth it. When, you know, at competition and the excitement of finding out who takes first and who doesn't, and, you know, just performing and doing your best after, you know, months of practicing and hundreds of hours of practicing, it's worth it.
Why did you join drill team?
Drill team was fun. It was something you can always depend on.
Do you think your team is prepared going to 91st tomorrow?
Yes, definitely.
On the day of competition, anticipation ran high, but their hours of training paid off. Balboa's girls drill team performed impeccably. So, how do you think you did?
I think we did really good. Yeah. It was a winning drill.
Then it was Lowell's turn. Execution perfect. Finally, the announcement was made. Balboa girls drill team took second place. The Lowell girls drill team took first. And for the 5th year in a row, Lowell received first place overall. While Lowell was jubilant in their victory, Balboa was gracious in their defeat this year. It's terrible to lose, but when you really look at it, all the teams who worked hard for this day are all winners because they did something that made themselves proud, their schools proud, and their families proud also. Why Filipinos are such a large part of JROTC is not really clear, but there does seem to be a great deal of camaraderie and support that is gained by those who joined. Before we go,